In the South, there was a lot of hostility towards the Affordable Care Act.
I was going through divorce, and all of a sudden, I don't have insurance anymore.
My company, they were charging me almost $600 a month.
I think in states that aren't supportive of the Affordable Care Act, it has to be more difficult.
We have our own representatives with signs out in poor neighborhoods saying, stop Obamacare.
I started a part-time job, so that meant that I did not have insurance coverage.
I've seen signs in folks' yard who really need the Affordable Care Act, but they've been duped by someone and given bad information.
Sometimes it's fueled off just pure political, just a blue person passed a law and I'm gonna hate it because I'm a red person.
For 5 years, I was at my job and we had no insurance.
It was a deep concern, you know, what would I do?
States that wanted this to work actively promoted the whole thing, and we had no promotion.
You don't have a state marketplace. You don't have everybody rallying around one website and one exchange. You have a lot of fragmented efforts in different areas.
And it's really a need for the people that's dying that don't have insurance.
Everything started with the Affordable Care Act passing in 2010. Everybody has to have health insurance. We had to figure out how to enact that.
We really worked to say it's not about politics, it's about people.
Health insurance is not a simple thing. In order to help people sign up and understand health insurance and go through the process, the government sent out grants to the states
to help people to navigate the exchange.
Our job was to learn about the bill and to be able to explain it to people.
Opposition towards the Affordable Care Act was very apparent, but we just focused on what we could do and where we could be. So we had kickoff events where we invited members of the community to come in, and we had food and games and activities and information about the Affordable Care Act.
We recruited college kids across the state to go out into their communities and educate families about their healthcare options.
I go into places that people don't think are typical places to go. Consignment shops, into thrift stores, laundromats, places where people may be in need or just need insurance.
We've been working very closely with the Goodwill, Job Connections, food pantries, places like that that already have connections within the community and have people coming to them on a regular basis who may be uninsured.
We had a forum here at the church, and we just went out in the community and invited everybody we saw, and they were able to answer the questions and dispel myths.
We were very grateful to have people come out to this area because most people, you know, you say Stoneville. Where is Stoneville?
We are local. We were able to see where the need was and go there and try to establish some trust and relationships so people will feel comfortable coming to us.
It helped me a whole lot. And then I was able also to tell some of my other friends and relatives about it also.
When you are educating and engaging people, then there are people in the community who they can ask. And actually they become their own advocate. So that to me is when you've been successful.
What made it easier for me was to get person to person with a navigator, with a live person.
It's just gonna be us taking them through the process, and wherever they've got questions or they may seem confused, we're just gonna make sure that they understand.
I actually went through the healthcare site at least 3 or 4 times trying to do it myself, and the questions were like, what? Huh? And so with having a navigator, he understood the terms and were able to say, well, this is what this means, that's what that means.
And she explaining everything from top to bottom.
They're about helping you. You know, they don't get frustrated. They say, hey, it's gonna work. Everything is done.
When I went online, it's like, what am I getting? I mean, is it worth the extra $10? Is it worth the extra $20?
And so a lot of what we do is making sure they understand that price is important, but you really want to make sure that you're able to get something that's going to meet all of your coverage needs.
And actually, when we left with the price, me and my sister were like, really? Is that true? Can't wait till the first statement. And then when we actually got the cards in the mail and received everything and saw the bill, we were like, wow, really?
When we are doing this work, you have to go into it with a genuine spirit and a genuine heart. You've got to go into it and be as open and transparent and genuine with the people that you're meeting with. And as you're doing that, the numbers will come.
We still have a lot of work to do. We beat our target. However, we're only about 25% to our goal. I think in time, we'll win enough hearts and minds.
And we can enroll even more people in the state, and I hope to be involved every year.
There is not a way that we can have a healthy community without being able to bring to them all the resources that they need to have a better life.
I've been working with one lady, and she just said for so long that she had been in this constant battle of, do I take my medicine or do I pay my bills? How many times can I break a pill in half before I have to get, before I have to skip the light payment?
When you help somebody who's had a pre-existing condition and been living in fear without health insurance, and you're able to provide them with an affordable health plan with co-pays that meet their budget, with deductibles that are reasonable, I can't tell you how many times I had hugs from people. I had tears.
He looked at me and said, "You saved my life. You saved our lives."
When you see that face, that smile that says, finally, I can see a doctor. I have the opportunity to take care of myself so I can take care of my family.
I'm just blessed to, feel secure that I know, everything will be all right now and in the future. And this, with the Affordable Care Act, it was a true blessing and an answer to my prayers.